Hey folks, I know times are tough. They are tough, aren't they, Happily Candied?
I suppose, yes.
My co-host here, Happily Candied. Times are tough. You can't go to school, some people can't go to work, so what are we gonna do? Well, we're stuck here for a couple weeks, at least, bare minimum. So we have video games to play, thank God for that. We have the Nintendo Switch, and instead of doing an unboxing like everybody else has done of the Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch, which is gorgeous, by the way, today, Happily Candied and I are going to compare these 4 amazing, beautiful, special edition Nintendo Switches that we've been kind of sitting on for a while. Obviously, except for this one.
I mean, when you said we have a Switch to play, you meant we have 4 Switches to play.
So, real quick, these 3, Let's Go, Eevee and Pikachu, Animal Crossing, Super Smash Bros., these 3 were released in the US. This one, the Dragon Quest version, was not released here. This was only in Japan.
Yep.
So just keep that in mind when we look at this. But really, Nintendo has done some really cool stuff and some not so cool stuff with some of their Switches. So Happily Candied, you and I are going to pick out which one of these consoles wins Best Special Edition.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm very ready for this because I not only love special editions, but I love the idea of debating which one we think is the best.
Great. All right. Do you want to start?
Sure. So how do you want to go about this? Do you want me to go over like one and you switch off?
Yeah, why don't we take a look at the newest one first, the Animal Crossing New Horizons one.
Good.
Again, we're not going to do like a full unboxing or anything with it, but let's go ahead and say what really makes it different.
Yes. Well, I'm going to take it out of its dock first.
Good call.
Because I think it's important that not only do we discuss the system itself, but its dock that comes with it. And we also want to look at them as separate pieces too.
Makes sense.
Because both of them are kind of pieces of art technologically. This one is just released yesterday.
Yes.
And unlike pretty much all of the other Joy-Con releases, this one comes with 2 that are more pastel, lighter in color. They're not as bold, they're not as neon, like we've seen with pretty much all the other releases. Now, we have seen some amazing custom pastels, lighter color Joy-Con from really awesome artists from Etsy and just in the gaming community in general, but this is the first official release we have. And on top of that, when you turn the system around, you have like this light beige cream color on the instead. So that means that each Joy-Con is also two-tone.
It's kind of reminiscent of the 2DS XL that came out.
Yes.
So in Europe and Japan, we didn't get it in the US for some reason.
But it's gorgeous.
Yeah, there was an Animal Crossing new 2DS XL. Put it on the screen here right now for you to see. But it's definitely reminiscent of that.
It is. And what I love about this is it has a very sweet feel, the two-tone coloring here. It reminds me a little bit of like a creamsicle, something that you would find in the summertime that you could enjoy, which is perfect timing too, because we're going to be adventuring to an island in the new Animal Crossing game, and it's perfect for springtime, which is kind of all around us now. So this, to me, this design represents an escape. And moving on to the back of the Switch, which we will be showing a close-up of, you have this amazing type of silhouette, and it's not exactly too raised, but you can definitely feel an imprint of all these designs. And
it's kind of similar to the Let's Go one, which we're going to look at here in a second too.
I'd have to say this one it's subtle in design, but this one is slightly more detailed than the Let's Go one, because you have a lot of different types of symbols here that are all very extremely representative of Animal Crossing. And you'll find favorite characters on here. You'll find trees, flowers, all the things that you can imagine that New Horizons would contain inside the game. So you also have it outside on your Switch.
Yeah, it is lacking one thing though, and that's color.
Yes.
So the negative thing about this one, at least from my perspective, and why I'm not voting for this one, just a spoiler for my favorite one, there's no color on the back. If you really want to see the image, you have to kind of move it up and down in the light. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult to see what you have there. And I'm not sure why they went that route.
Nintendo loves its subtlety, which I can appreciate.
I get that.
But I do agree with you on this. And one of the things that I want to point out, in one of the very early trailers advertising this system, we saw them do this really cool thing where they highlighted the silhouette to show off the symbols a little bit clearer. I believe they highlighted in blue and green, the same shades as the Joy-Con. And it was beautiful. I think that a little blue and green on the back here could have added even more.
Yeah.
It could have added more. And it's not like we haven't seen this, which we'll be getting to in a little bit later with another special edition.
Yeah.
So it is possible for them to add color back there. This
it is.
Missed opportunity, and I think it would have added a little bit more personality to an already fun design.
And we will prove that you can add color to these things here in a moment, too.
Yeah.
So that's the system.
Yes.
What about the dock?
The dock. Okay, so I'm going to put this down, and I will pick up the dock now.
I guess first of all, though, it's different color from every other dock we've
now,
seen.
this, to me, if we're going to judge them separately, is the best dock.
Best dock. Debatable. Debatable.
Well, this would, I'm going to give
the
that
most
away.
Unique
This is
dock.
my vote.
That is fine.
Yes. I already wanted a Switch in this color anyway, the light beige color, and I was excited to see that on the Joy-Con. I do wish the tablet itself was also this color.
That would have been nice.
It would have been something different. I was hoping for an Animal Crossing Switch Lite, so knowing that we just have this Switch is one thing. But again, missed opportunity. It is displaying Tom Nook and Timmy and Tommy Nook on the island that we're going to be venturing to soon, with really beautiful matching mint and light blue that we see on the Joy-Con.
Very stylized. I like this for
Yes.
sure. I've seen people take stickers of other Animal Crossing characters and put them on here.
Yep.
So I kind of feel like it's, I don't know, like a canvas of
It
things
is.
that you can
It's
use it
definitely
for.
a canvas, and it's kind of calling you, be creative, do something to make it your own.
Look at all this empty real estate here, and on the back, there's more empty real estate.
There is. Now, of course, it has the Nintendo logo, like all the other docks. But yeah, there's really not much else going on design-wise. Personally, though, the thing that wins me over is just the different color all around.
I agree. I like that it's different.
Yeah.
I mean, the other ones are the same black dock with different styles, but
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. This is my second favorite one.
Okay.
This
Dock or system or both.
Let me think on it.
Okay.
Let me. By the end of the video, I'll make my determination on my favorite one.
We did make sure not to discuss any of this ahead of time. So all of this is in the moment.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, so are we done with
We are done with that one
Okay.
for the time being. I'm going to jump into an easy one real quick. This is the Super Smash Bros. One. A few things on this. Number one, the Joy-Con are pretty plain for the most part, so it's the generic gray Joy-Con, obviously with the Smash Ball type logo on it. Nothing on the back, no images whatsoever on the back, and they are very, very plain Joy-Con.
Yes.
Not a lot to talk about on this one, so I'm going to put that off to the side. My least favorite of the Switch consoles themselves.
You know,
but
at least though, they put a design on the front. I know it is, again, very subtle, but it's something that still makes it stand out from the other ones.
It does, it's just a little boring for me. But what's not boring is this dock. This dock, again, it's the black dock that we're used to, but you have these gorgeous black and white portraits of all of these amazing Smash characters. You got Mario, you got Link, all the heavy hitters. So if you're a Nintendo fan, if you like any of these characters, this is a good one. But again, it's not colorful at all.
No, it's not.
That's the only thing keeping me kind of away from this one, saying this one's the best.
Subtle.
I mean, you can see obviously with the Let's Go Pikachu. I mean, all of these actually no, the Dragon Quest one is great too. Yeah. But it's just, if it had color, I'd like it a bit more.
I know.
But what are you gonna do? So, as far as my least favorite, this is gonna be my least favorite.
That's your least
unfortunately.
favorite. Okay.
I'm gonna let you talk about the Let's Go.
Yes.
What do you think on this one, though? Where are you with this one?
I personally like it. I like the subtlety. I think that they could have added a very, very small touch of color to make it stand out a little bit more. That would be my only suggestion. As far as the design goes, I like it. But definitely they could have added, to me, a splash of red.
Got it.
That's perfectly reminiscent of everything to do with Smash Brothers.
I agree.
Yeah. So I would have gone.
I'm going to put this in our bottom two.
Okay.
So we're going to we'll have a bottom two and a top two, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, go for it.
Okay, so this is from Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Was that last year or year?
I think that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Wow.
Time flies.
It really
It's more like a year and a half. So.
Something that I really do like about this is they did bring another type of color into it. They're bold, yes, but they're not exactly neon. So I believe it was up until that point we got only the really super bright neon color. So this was kind of the first walk away from that kind of scheme.
And I like these Joy-Con quite a bit.
Yes, I do.
They really do scream Pikachu and Eevee.
They do.
What you're not seeing right now is they come with straps. And the straps for Eevee is like a cream color, like Eevee's tail. And the Pikachu one has a brown strap, which is like his stripe.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like that to me, it does add a lot of character and personality. A little missed opportunity. I think they could have added a Pikachu silhouette and an Eevee silhouette on them. Very small at the bottom. That's probably my only critique for the Joy-Con. Normally I'd say this is a very awkward color next to all the other Joy-Con, but it's so perfect for Eevee that I've never really been able to complain about it.
Yeah, I think the two colors complement each other.
They really do. They really do. And not only that, but as you can see too, on the dock, it really matches nicely with the dock. So it pulls it all together, and I like that a lot.
Another dock that proves that you can have color, for sure.
And also going the route of the Animal Crossing one, we have a very, very light silhouette print on the back. Now this one, to me, while the Animal Crossing one is almost slightly raised, you can feel it a little bit, this one is pretty much completely smooth. You can't really feel the print on the back, and it is a little bit more difficult even in the light to see the print. I don't know if you can see
I mean,
difference.
I do.
Yeah.
But again, there's really big characters on this one.
Yes.
Again, another missed opportunity. No color.
No color. I mean, even just a simple like one Pikachu and one Eevee in a color like that. We saw that they did something cool on a Luigi 3DS way back when. Yeah. And they added like little pops of color doing, I think it was all Luigi's, and they did one Mario in there just to throw it in there to slap Luigi in the face. This isn't all about you, Luigi. It's about Mario too. I think they could have added a little bit of color in there and still gone the subtle route. But yeah, this one, it's still a beautiful system. It's not one of my favorites for sure. Honestly, I think all the other systems still rank higher than this one for me. But that doesn't mean the dock.
Yeah, the dock is nice.
The dock is great. I mean, you have both colors on the front, Eevee and Pikachu looking very cute. Nothing on the back.
But it's another good indication that you can do color without it being in your face. Because again, Pikachu is all yellow, Eevee is all this brown. They didn't go crazy with the cheeks on Pikachu. It's just enough color where it's really distinct.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I dig the dock for sure.
Yes, and this is another case where you put the system in the dock.
And it looks good,
It looks great. Like, this is, even if it wasn't working, let's say the system was broken, it's a beautiful display piece for a collection.
Now it's on to one of my favorites, and then we can pick our top two and bottom two, and then we'll pick the best one. This is the Dragon Quest XI Nintendo Switch. Again, it's the version 2.0 with the extended battery. This was only released in Japan for some reason. I don't get why. But what this has two things that these don't have.
Yes.
Thing number one is we have designs on the front of the Joy-Con. We have a slime here on the left Joy-Con. And on the right Joy-Con, I think I have that actually backwards, you have a metal slime.
Okay.
So this is the first time we've seen this on a commercial product. I think there was a Tsum Tsum one that also had some sort of design on it too.
That's right.
But this is the first one we actually have a design on the front of the Joy-Con, and I like that.
Yeah.
I like looking at this and knowing it's not just blue, but it's Dragon Quest blue. So that's great. I love that aspect of it too. And then on the back of the Joy-Con, we even have a sword and a shield here too. So even more design. But the big thing that pops out is obviously it has the same kind of raised, shiny little characters. You got a king slime, some enemies here. But that pop of color, you have just blue slimes littered throughout the back of this, and it really, really stands out. This is all we needed on all of these. Just a burst of color. And honestly, I think that's why this one is my favorite. But spoilers, I guess. I'll put this one off to the side here real quick.
Okay.
And the dock is really minimalistic. You have the hero's sword and the hero's shield. If you're a Dragon Quest fan, you know what these are. They're really, really representative of the game itself. So again, this is another thing that just screams Dragon Quest. And
question for you. How do you feel about them being only in grayish silver and not color? Do you like that for this design?
I would have liked the color a little bit more.
Okay.
Again, I think with docks, they tried to stay with that super simple color scheme. I don't know if it's a money thing or what.
I don't think it's a money thing.
But I mean, the Animal Crossing one proves that Nintendo can make a really colorful dock and it'd be amazing. But I think a lot of people, they put these things just next to their TV.
Yeah.
They want something that blends in. They don't want something that pops color.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate.
I think Animal Crossing fans are a bit different because it's a very different kind of genre of people. Like, people like me and people like you like this game.
We're so different. We're basically opposites. Nah.
But that is the Dragon Quest XI Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
I love this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and set that back here. So let's... yeah, yell that. Let's go ahead and pick our bottom two.
Ooh, bottom two. Okay.
This one is going to be in my bottom two for sure. And I'm going to have to say the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee have to go in my bottom two as well.
I am perfectly on board with that. I feel those are the exact two I was going to pick.
I'm going to put them off to the side over here, and we're going to put these two front and center.
We'll put these in the back, just put them a little bit in there.
Happily Candied, I know you like Animal Crossing a lot.
Yeah.
And you know I'm obsessed with RPGs and Dragon Quest. So which one is your vote?
First, I want to say this. My favorite dock is definitely the Animal Crossing system. And my personal choice, the one that I feel fits my personality and my likes the most, is going to be Animal Crossing. But as far as design goes, for overall system, the thought that went into it, I'm definitely going to have to go with the Dragon Quest one.
All right.
You know why? Because right now I'm stepping outside of myself and I'm thinking, what to me, it gives a message that appeals to a wider audience.
Yes. And
I see this one. This one it has the silhouettes. It has the slightly different color Joy-Con. I like the fact that this one also has two of the same color Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Right now, the norm is two different colored ones. So to actually go a different route with the same color, it's nice to see. It's refreshing. And I do like the subtlety of the dock. It does not bother me that it doesn't have color in it, just because they were so creative with the design of the system.
Yeah.
So my personal favorite for me is definitely Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the overall scheme of things, I'm definitely going to go with Dragon Quest.
I'm in the same boat as you. I like your dock more, but I'm going to go a step further.
Yeah.
This is going to be
my
favorite.
Mixing it up a little
Ladies and
bit.
gentlemen, the Animal Crossing dock with the Dragon Quest
Mashup time.
11
Mashup time.
console. This is the definitive answer. It's only going to cost you like $400 to do this.
Only.
No. I think more like $800 to be honest. $800, but you got yourself the perfect system. But there you go. These are the 4 limited edition Nintendo Switches. I love all of these, even though I love more than others. But there you go. I'm happy that we were able to agree on something, Happily Candied.
We've had so many disagreements about the smallest things. This to me is more important than anything. Yeah. For sure. So we all win.
Folks, stay safe. Yep. Wash your hands, and until next time, stay wired in.
Bye, guys.
Yay! That went well.
It did.